Okay, do you understand? Do you understand the principle of electrostatic precipitator? Okay, so I will try to show you with another figure. Let me give me a few seconds. I will present another slide. Control. See, you can see here. This is also one of the figure. Hello. Who is talking there? Okay, you can see here now. The electrodes are moving. This type of electrostatic precipitator can be, we can say these are the plate type of electrode, and this is a tube type of electrostatic precipitator. This is a plate type of electrostatic precipitator. Plates of positively charged and negatively charged electrodes can be arranged, and that can be known as the plate type of electrostatic precipitator. Whereas a wire can be used as a discharged electrode, and the inner surface of that tube can be used as a collecting electrode, is known as the tube type of electrostatic precipitator. Okay, so let me explain you some advantages and disadvantages. So where we, in which slide let me check. Is there here? Oh yeah. Okay, I will explain directly. I have not mentioned in the slide. I think you understood that electrostatic precipitator. So electrostatic precipitator, there are the different types of electrostatic precipitator. One is the single stage and another is the two-stage electrostatic precipitator. Single stage in the sense, through this figure only I will show you. I think it is not displaying, no? The display board is not there. Let me check the glimpses. Where? Oh yeah, here. Single stage and double stage electrostatic precipitator. Single stage in the sense, this will be only one electrostatic precipitator and you are using for the treatment of the, or for the removal of particulate matter from the gas. And if you are using 2 times, means the outlet of this gas you are sending to the second electrode, then you can Sorry guys, because of the phone call I was getting disconnected. So we'll come back to the point what I was explaining to you. Yeah, plate type of single stage and double stage electrostatic precipitator. When you are using this outlet of this gas to the inlet as a inlet of another electrostatic precipitator, means two times it is getting treated with the same equipment, that is known as the two-stage electrostatic precipitator. And if it is getting with a single equipment, then it can be identified as a single stage electrostatic precipitator. And another type I told you, pipe type and plate type electrode. Is it tube type or pipe type electrostatic precipitator is this one, and plate type electrostatic precipitator is this one. Okay, this is also one of the type of electrostatic precipitator. Then one more type is there, that is dry electrostatic precipitator and wet electrostatic precipitator. In the dry electrostatic precipitator, you need to send only the dry gas flow inside, and the in a wet electrostatic precipitator, a gas with a moisture content will be allowed to enter into the electrostatic precipitator. In that case, little modification will be there, and at the inlet of this gas flow itself, there will be a drying system. A huge heat can be generated, and which will dry the inlet gas, and then the further process as usual, the principle will start working. That will be the only change we'll observe in the wet type of electrostatic precipitator. Okay, so these are the three different types of electrostatic precipitator. Now, what are the advantages of electrostatic precipitator? As I told you, efficiency, collection efficiency is very high. You can keep on writing while explaining if you wish. Okay, efficiency of that electrostatic precipitator is very high. And what is the another advantage? Can somebody explain? Tell me. Please share your view. As I told you, that also second one also I have discussed. What is the another advantage of electrostatic precipitator over the all other equipments until now we have studied? Would you like to share? Would you like to share? No, as usual, nobody will talk, nobody will open their mic. Okay, as usual, I should answer only. Another advantage of electrostatic precipitator is a very fine particles, even 0.1 micron or less than 1 micron particles can be removed with the help of electrostatic precipitator. In short, it is known as the ESP. Electrostatic precipitator can be written as a ESP. Okay, a low pressure drop can be accepted in the electrostatic precipitator. Low maintenance and operating cost, then handling of large volume of high temperature gas is possible in the electrostatic precipitator. And one more highlighted advantage I would like to share with you, that is treatment time. In respect of treatment time, when we talk about the treatment type of time required for the in the electrostatic precipitator is very negligible. Even we can say within 10 seconds, a lot of one lot of the gas will be treated in the electrostatic precipitator. Okay, and the cleaning is also very easy. Either you can go automatic cleaning, or you can go by the mechanical method. Mechanical method in the sense, what you need to do here, a scrapping of that inner side. Are you understanding? Let me add alloy. You can either scrap this scrapping device you can attach here. In that period, you need to disconnect the power supply for that particular period of time, cleaning period of time. During collection period of time, you need to connect the power supply, and during cleaning period, you need to disconnect. So that also arrangement you need to do the automatic one. This mechanical one, in the sense you can arrange a scraper over here. It will scrap the wall and fall down the material at the bottom, and it can be collected in the hopper bottom. Another method is when you are disconnecting it, as we have decided, it is the potential difference will be disconnected. Your power supply will be disconnected. Automatically, this particle will lose the hold on this discharge particle, and automatically it will start falling down, and it can be collected over here. Okay, these are the various advantages of electrostatic precipitator. Okay, then what are the disadvantages? Its cost is very high. Even I can say initial cost itself is very high, and as the equipment is a very big one, the space is also required very high. And very critical one disadvantage is there is a possibility of explosion of hazardous gases during the collection or combustion of gases. Almost there is a combustion is being performed, is it? So there will be a possibility of explosion. Okay, and we need to take very high precaution in respect of to maintain the safety during the operation, because there is a high potential difference, high voltage is provided over there. Okay, and whatever the gases also emitting from that, these are also poisonous type of gases. Okay, so these are the advantages and disadvantages of the electrostatic precipitator. Or do you have any doubt in the electrostatic precipitator or ESP study? Do you have any doubt? If no, we'll proceed to the next point or the last point of this chapter, or we are going to finish the entire syllabus of this subject, and then we'll start the revisions. Okay. "42 students are present, no one is talking." Okay, I should understand that why you are not talking. Either you are not understanding anything, or you are understanding a lot of them. Okay. Okay. So I will stop sharing of this slide and we'll move to the next point. Next point is the control of gaseous control of gaseous pollutants we have studied. Control of vehicular air pollutants. Okay. Shall I share that slide? Yeah. Control of vehicular air pollution. Along with the control of industrial air pollution, the control of gaseous pollutant is also very important task. Is it? Because huge amount of air pollutants are emitting from the vehicles itself, automobiles itself, and generating air pollutant. So what are the major air pollutants from the different sources that slide I have displayed? Carbon monoxide and hydrocarbon. Is it? These are the emitting air pollutants emitting from the petrol engines. And carbon monoxide, hydrocarbons, majority of oxides of nitrogen, smoke are the pollutants emitting from the diesel engines. Okay. So what is the reason behind that? I have mentioned here A as to F is equal to 14.7 as to 1. Means what? Maybe boys students are knowing about this. I want this answer, please. Please, please, please. I do want answer from you because it is the your area of interest. What is the meaning of A as to F? It is the ratio of A to F. What is meant by A and what is meant by F? Okay, nobody will talk as usual. A stands for the air and F stands for the fuel. Air to fuel ratio must be a standard ratio of air to fuel in a automobiles should be 14.7 as to 1. Is it? If it is performing well, if it is maintaining the same ratio, then complete burning is possible. And if complete burning is there, then it will emit carbon dioxide, H2O, and nitrogen instead of carbon monoxide, hydrocarbons, oxides of nitrogen. Are you getting? If everything is around this, if we have maintained, we became successful to maintain the ratio of air to fuel as 14.7 as to 1, then there will be a complete burning. And if it is the complete burning, then it will emit carbon dioxide, H2O, and N2 as the byproducts after the burning, after the firing of vehicle. Is it? Otherwise, there will be if we fail to maintain this ratio, there will be an incomplete burning, and due to incomplete burning, there will be emission of carbon monoxide, hydrocarbon, oxides of nitrogen, smoke, etc. Definitely, there will be a air pollution. Okay. Actually, 12 as to 1 for petrol and 16 as to 1 for diesel. Though it is a standard, but at least we need to maintain for petrol this ratio and for diesel this ratio. If it is petrol, it should be 12 as to 1. If it is diesel, it should be 16 as to 1. Sometimes, do you know that we accelerate the vehicle more by controlling with a brake, is it? And because of more acceleration, extra amount of fuel is being consumed. There are two ways, is it? There is a provision to have the entry. One is for the air and another is for the fuel. If we accelerate with the accelerate more, then in that case it imbalances. If we are accelerating it properly, ब्रेक धरायचा आणि जोरात रेस करायची गाडी करतो की नाही आपण बऱ्याचदा, मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम कुठेतरी काय ते ट्रॅफिक चौक लागला की जिथं आपल्याला वेटिंग करावं लागतं 3 मिनिटाचं, त्या केसमध्ये काय करतो की गाडी बंद करायची नाही किंवा स्मूथ फंक्शनिंग होऊ द्यायचं नाही त्याचं, तर काय करायचं, ब्रेक पकडायचं आणि इकडे ऍक्सेलरेट करायचं. त्यामुळे काय होतं, इन दॅट केस fuel is coming with a faster rate than the required, and air there definitely air is getting less. So such type of imbalances is creating an incomplete burning of fuel, and because of incomplete burning there will be emission of such gases instead of these gases. Okay, and it creates the vehicular air pollution. Formation of exhaust gases, improper timing of engine, tuning of engine and carburetor. So you need to keep on maintaining your vehicle to control the air pollutants. With this, I would like to share with you that in a metro cities, there is a ban of after 5 years to run the vehicles. Am I right? You may be aware, that is the part of general knowledge. Definitely you may be aware, but still I would like to share this here. The vehicles are not allowed to run more than 5 years, because after 5 years, the engine doesn't support to work in this efficient ratio. With this efficient ratio, it starts deteriorating its quality, and because of there is a possibility to high emission of air pollutants. And in a city, there are such many vehicles. So if they allows to have the running of these vehicles, there will be a huge amount of air pollution starts emitting. And to control over that, for the purpose of control of that, the government bans to run the vehicles after the 5 years. And because it is not allowed to run over there, the metro city people used to sell that vehicle, these vehicles towards the villagers, and villagers are using with a high with a enjoy that they have taken a second. But that is the issue. बरोबर आहे का? आपण म्हणतो की गाडी जुनी झाली की पेट्रोल जास्त खायला लागली. That is true. That is not the rumors. That is true. बरोबर आहे? त्या इंजिनची कॅपॅसिटी कमी झालेली असते किंवा त्याच्या रेशो जो आहे A to F चा, that has been getting imbalanced, and hence that is consuming more amount of fuel than the required. Okay, so that is the issue. Because of that, the such vehicles are not allowed to control run in the metro cities, whereby we are purchasing, and we are not only purchasing the vehicles, we are purchasing their own pollution to our villages. Is it? So you should be aware. Then thermal reactor continued oxidation of, instead of that, I don't feel that need to be explain you more. Here I would like to explain you the control of vehicular air pollution. Now this, forget about this slide. I will stop sharing of this slide. Just bit. Stop here. Pay attention what I am telling you. A control of vehicular air pollution. There are two main approaches to minimize the exhaust emission. Okay, I will on my camera so you will be able to see something than nothing. Is it? Two approaches. Okay, to control to minimize the exhaust pollution. What are these two approaches? First one approach is the modification in the existing machine, or you can say in the existing design of the engine. Okay, and operating variables also. And another one is the treatment of exhaust gases. Another is the treatment to the exhaust gases after emission from the engine. Are you getting? After emission, there are two aspects to which you can control the air pollution. The first option is to control by doing the modifications in the existing engine design and operating variables. And another one is the treatment of exhaust gases. Treatment of exhaust gases. Exhaust before entering into the atmosphere, but after burning. In that passage, you can provide the treatment to the air or the exhaust gases. Okay. Now, with the modification in engine design, what you can go for? Just give me a minute. Okay, guys. So I was telling you about the modifications of the engines. modification of engine. Either in that go for the modifications by inserting some additional sparking material, sparking compatible, we can say sparking compatibles you can add in the engines to have the good power output and the availability of that proper availability of the ratio of A to F. This is the one way. Or you can use such a type of you can design equipment which will work with the another type of fuel, like the CNG gas. You can use that alternative fuel, but that engine modification is need to be done over there. Then you can use the CNG gases. Okay. Then the next one is I was telling you treatment of exhaust gases. Treatment. How you can go for the treatment of the exhaust gases? Treatment. What we can call that concept? Catalytic converter. You can use the catalytic converter to convert that hydrocarbons into simple form of hydrogen, and the proper ratio of AS to F is maintained. Then it will help to have the complete burning instead of incomplete burning. Okay, if it is the complete burning, then it will emit the carbon dioxide instead of carbon monoxide. Okay, so this way you can control the air pollution. Okay, then further we'll go. I will share the slide now. Just wait. So these are the two methods you can use to control the air pollution emission into the atmosphere through the automobiles. A catalytic converter is very effective one method. As I told you, the second one method, catalytic converter. How the catalytic converter is working? It depends on the action of catalyst. Catalyst in the sense where catalyst is the helping to increase the speed, helping to increase the speed of any process. That is known as the catalytic converter. Such a catalytic converter you can use, and then you can convert that hydrocarbon into hydrogen, simple form of hydrogen. Hydrogen is not the pollutant. You may be saying that carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide also. You may be worrying about in these two. Do you know that carbon dioxide is not the pollutant, but carbon monoxide is the pollutant? When carbon monoxide reacts with the hemoglobin, when carbon monoxide reacts with the hemoglobin, it reduces the oxygen carrying capacity of the blood, is it? But when earlier the carbon dioxide was not the pollutant, but nowadays we are feeling that carbon dioxide is also one of the air pollutant. Why? Because the carbon dioxide is emission rate of carbon dioxide is increased. Why that emission rate is increased? We have cutted the forest, deforestation performs, and industrialization, urbanization, increasing population. These are the reasons where the emission of carbon dioxide is increased, and the consumption rate of carbon dioxide is reduced because of the cutting of the trees. Are you getting? Earlier, what was the ratio? Whatever the amount of carbon dioxide released by the people or the human beings, that is being consumed by the plants during their photosynthetic activity. But nowadays, that ratio itself has imbalanced the population and forestation. And because of that, there is a imbalance. The amount of carbon dioxide increased into the atmosphere. And that increased amount of carbon dioxide is creating the problem of global warming. Do you know what is the global warming? Global warming is a I don't know whether I explain to you or not. I will explain in the slide. Just wait. I don't have a figure of global warming, but I can sketch here and I can tell you. Okay. I need to share a slide with you people. Okay, global warming. Okay, so this is the sun who is traveling their energy towards the earth's surface, and when it is coming towards the earth's surface, it is in a far ray radiations form. Okay, and when it is at a spark on this earth's surface, at that time only 2% of energy is being absorbed by the vegetations available on the land, or the vegetations available on the land, or the water, surface water available on the land. These are the sources which are absorbing the sun's radiation, but these are absorbing only 2%. Remaining 90% energy, sorry, radiations need to go back to the space. Okay, it has to be reflected back to the space, 98%. Okay, but what happens when it is coming towards the earth surface? It is in the form of far ray radiations, and when the 2% is being absorbed by the earth surface, it is converting into electromagnetic radiations, and the intensity of passing the layers which are available here in the atmosphere, various layers are available, is it? So these layers, intensity of passing these layers is very high when it is incoming towards the earth surface, but when it is reflecting back after the reduction of that deduction of 2% energy, its efficiency is getting reduced to pass the all these different types of layers. And especially there is a layer here in the mostly above the troposphere, there is a layer which is contaminated with the greenhouse gases. What is meant by greenhouse gases? These are nothing but the carbon monoxide, sorry, carbon dioxide, then methane, okay, then CFC, then oxides of nitrogen, NOx we used to mention, and then oxides of water vapors. Okay, these are the different 5 gases: carbon dioxide, methane, CH4, sorry, methane, then CFC, chlorofluorocarbon, oxides of nitrogen, and water vapor. These are the 5 components are being identified as a greenhouse gases. Greenhouse gases. Okay. So these greenhouse gases are emitted from the various sources, various activities being performed on the Earth's surface, and it is emitting into the atmosphere. And the life of these gases is very long. Thousands of years they are remaining as it is in the same form, and they remain here over here in this region. And when these gas energy starts reflecting back to the earth surface, this layer is not allowing to move them back. Instead of reflecting back, this layer is either it is absorbing some amount of energy is being absorbed by these gases present over here, and remaining amount they are reflecting back towards the earth surface, is it? So this continuous energy coming, reducing 2%, moving back here, and this layer is again reflecting back. So this is continuously being coming towards the earth surface but not moving back. Is it because of the layer of the greenhouse gases present over here? And because of that, these particles are absorbing absorbing this heat, or remaining part amount of energy they are reflecting back to the earth surface. And in turn, what happens? The entire space over here is getting heated, and increasing the temperature over here, and that phenomena is known as the global warming. And when it was observed that carbon dioxide is one of the greenhouse gases, from that day it is being identified as a air pollutant. But still, if you maintain the population and forestation ratio, it may not be a pollutant. But nowadays, there is a requirement of 33% area, geographical area should be under the forest cover. But how much amount of area is now? Currently, it is 19%. Currently, it is a 19% area is covered, geographical area is covered by the green forest. So deduction of that one, or we can say काय म्हणायचं त्याला, अतिक्रमण केलंय पॉप्युलेशनने फॉरेस्ट एरियावरती अतिक्रमण केलेलं आहे. And that is the reason where the carbon dioxide is being identified as one of the dangerous air pollutant. And for the control of that, we need to control at the source. So in the vehicle, you can control by providing the catalytic converter, where the catalytic converter will help to reduce the emission of hydrocarbons, and instead of hydrocarbon it will emit the simple form of hydrogen, which will not be acting as a pollutant. And carbon dioxide or emission will also be need to be controlled, or it is not possible to control the emission of carbon dioxide. Only you can control the burning, but the required burning will perform. And not only from the burning the carbon dioxide is emitting, from the day-to-day activity also carbon dioxide is emitting. But for controlling that, you need to provide the plantation. Is it? So this way we have covered this part, and the last part of this chapter we are going to study, that is the, not the study, I'm going to show you, that is the standards of the air pollutant emission. Now less than 1 minute is remain for this slide. This in the next session